Okay, listen up. Here we go. SCP-5630. Containment Class, KETER. Special Containment Procedures. Novel antimimetic agents are to be applied on a worldwide scale in order to prevent public knowledge of SCP-5630, while Class A amnestics must be dispersed to locations of SCP-5630 events. Protocol Pahagan is to be implemented in order to bolster press freedom rankings of certain nations under localized information campaigns and government deals. Civilians are to be aided in adapting to the internet, as well as alternative news sources such as radio and television. Description: SCP-5630 refers to a worldwide phenomenon affecting newspapers and other types of journalistic publications. During an SCP-5630 event, several avian entities, collectively designated as SCP-5630-1, emerge from a newspaper. SCP-5630-1 instances, despite closely resembling and acting similar to members of existing species, are mainly composed of wood pulp and lignin. Flocks are quickly established among multiple instances of SCP-5630-1. Before flying away, they tend to randomly pick up sheets of paper and documents, often covering them in a yellowish fluid. The body texture and coloration of SCP-5630-1 instances appear to be based on the publication of origin. Sensationalist papers and tabloids usually spawn yellowed and crinkled instances, while broadsheets produce white and gray-colored instances. After the manifestation of SCP-5630-1 instances, several passages of text on the newspaper, particularly the headlines, vanish, leaving a coarse texture on the paper. Classified ads and other types of advertisements are unaffected. Attempts to track SCP-5630-1 instances have been unsuccessful. The frequency of SCP-5630 events appears to be inversely proportional to the press freedom ranking of a certain country, with events being more common in nations that have a ranking of 60 or below. Furthermore, a drastic rise in events is observed during May 3rd. Update 5/3/25. Flocks of SCP-5630-1 instances, with around 70,000 instances flocking per country, have occurred in 53 countries worldwide, following mass censorship on press freedom. In contrast to earlier events, these instances display more advanced flight patterns, such as spiraling and arranging themselves in a fashion similar to curved strokes. It is important to note that several mass protests headed by figures such as Ping Laoshi and Vermeil Vargas have been held during this period. 24% of the instances headed towards the official residences and other important government buildings of their respective countries, covering the facades with their bodies. Several instances entered the buildings, picking up state documents and files which they released outside to the rallyists. Afterward, these instances then imploded into a yellowish fluid which quickly hardened, covering the buildings in dense shells that trapped personnel and government officials inside for around 2 days. In 48% of the following SCP-5630 events, the banner headline, along with the articles, was changed to reference SCP-5630. Let freedom wing. Free press revolution must soar. Aviatica. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was all on SCP-5630. Dismissed.